All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen on the internet. Thank you for watching us here on the Friend Zone on YouTube and Spotify, and also listening to us on Apple Podcasts. If you like to do that, please do it. Find all our links at Friendzone Pod on Instagram and X or Twitter. That's Friend with a PH. You know this song by now. PHRIEND ZONEPOD. Say it, sing it, learn it, love it. Type it, click it. Go there, find our link tree, click on all the links, subscribe, please. Also, take that link, share it to your friends, tell them to share it to their friends. Let's try to grow this thing and make it great. Even though most of these people I know in my life told me this is not going to be successful, please don't expect anything to come from it. I expect a little bit. Like, can we get to 30 by mid-January? We're at 23. We can do it. Find 7 people.
by New Year.
Find
25 by New Year.
7
We're at 23. 26 by 26.
Yeah,
That's the campaign.
All right.
26 by 26.
Let's bring it back a little bit to something more manageable. 26 by 26. And then we'll get to 30 at some point after that. Because that's how numbers work.
30 by 30.
30 by 30, hopefully, yeah.
I think that's all I have for promoting this podcast and being a little bitter about it.
I guess we'll kick it to John
Let's
right
kick it
away.
to John for
Yeah.
getting into the show.
All right. So, as always, we'll go off the top with the Philadelphia Eagles, the main thing that is the main thing. Not sure
We
a
gotta
game
win.
against the Raiders could have
What can
come
we
at
say
a
about this
better time. I
Gotta
don't
win,
know
thank God.
that there's much more to say about this game. I think
Yeah.
the game plan seemed to be get in, execute,
Get out.
get out with a win. Jalen Hurts only threw the ball 15 times,
Yep.
12 completions, 3 touchdowns.
Tanner McKee, 3 for 3.
Dude, Tanner McKee threw the best 33 yards of any quarterback
Nice.
in the NFL this year.
The team
And you
also
couldn't even wear the jersey again?
It's in the wash, man.
I feel
I've
you.
worn it so many times.
The,
It's so great.
team also had 183 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. Saquon and Tank both had good averages and looked pretty good, I thought. It is the Raiders' defense and
Tanquan.
offense, but Tanquan was a very good.
Let's go.
I like that. We're patenting that. But Tanquan was a good combination. Jalen had a near perfect QBR and passer rating.
Again,
3 touchdowns. Yeah.
First shutout since 2018.
Yep.
I don't care what team it is. It's not
That's
easy to
huge.
keep points
It's
off
the
the board in the NFL.
Yeah. The
how about your
worst.
boy Kenny Pickett?
Yeah, I know. He did not
He
look very
looked
good.
great.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to look good in that offense, I would
I
imagine.
don't think anybody looks good in that offense.
Yeah, I don't know. Josh Allen might look good in that offense, but outside of that, I don't really know.
Oh, yeah.
Because he has Brock Bowers, but
God would look good in that offense, but
yeah,
that's about it.
yeah, exactly. The offensive line is so bad. I think they're statistically one of the worst offensive lines ever. Yes.
Brendan Graham became like the oldest Eagle to ever have a sack
Yeah,
in a game,
like
and he
you
had
said,
2
2 sacks in
Yeah.
7 snaps.
Yeah.
He played 7 snaps.
while playing defensive tackle.
Yes. So getting a sack as a defensive tackle is very difficult in general. That's why defensive tackles counting stats are not whatever. But the Raiders are terrible. I think it's good to get a win. We'll see what
They needed
happens
it.
with the Commanders. I guess, do we want to transition right to the Commanders because there's not much really to talk about
I
with
just
the.
want to say
I guess shout out our old friend Devin White. He had 16 tackles in this game for the
That's
Raiders.
Nuts. Good for him.
I guess good. He made some mistakes there too.
He did.
So.
He's not
Yeah.
the most talented, and he's a
No.
former first-round pick, but not very
And
good.
I do just want to say thank God it was an easy game and not one of these weird games that they struggle to win
Yes.
against an inferior opponent.
We didn't
um,
play down to them.
No.
No.
So that was good to see.
They didn't play with their food. They just
Yeah, they did what they were supposed
executed,
to do.
got
They
out,
in,
sat
got
all
out.
the starters when they needed to.
Yep. Love that.
Tanner McKee got in there. That would make
Yeah.
it hard.
Yeah. Josh loved that. So,
So
I
we
guess
can move on from there.
Yeah, moving on to the Commanders game coming up tomorrow. For those who are watching this, will probably have already happened. I would imagine by the time we post it. We'll
Right
see.
now it is 1:54 a.m. on a
Yes,
Friday night.
So we will see.
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. We will see
Oh.
if it gets posted by Saturday
The
afternoon.
game is in 15 hours.
Yeah, so we'll see. But if not,
do
our
my best.
predictions. Yeah, if that's fair. Our predictions for the game, I guess, would be for me. I think that the Commanders have one of the worst pass rush units in the entire league, as well as one of the worst defenses in general in the entire league. I think that if you're looking for a division game to put up like a little bit of, put a hurt on somebody, this is the game. As bad as the Cowboys defense is, I think they still have players. I do not think this Commanders defense really has anybody outside of like Lattimore.
Lattimore's washed.
Lattimore's
Yeah,
old.
was washed when they got him.
Yeah, Von Miller's old.
That whole
Bobby
team's
Wagner's old. Like these guys that they have that are supposed to be their guys.
They're
Frankie Louvu, I will say he's a solid edge rusher. He makes some good athletic plays, but he's also
But also a piece of shit.
yes, I agree. I'm not a fan of him. He's my least favorite commander. But yeah, give me the Eagles. I think to like beat them pretty handedly. I think establishing the run again, and having Saquon having a 100-yard running game against a division opponent will be really big.
It would be nice.
I know they have Deron Payne too. That's another guy that they have that's solid. So Deron Payne and Frankie Louvu don't move the needle enough for me to think that their defense will do anything. And then Marcus Mariota, I know Bill is like everybody's the media darling, but I don't think he's going to do anything. So yeah, give me the Eagles. I think.
Yeah, it's weird that he's loved for looking like Bill Cosby.
Yeah, I know. Little Bill. Yeah,
looking like Bill Cosby.
yeah, true.
But
Well,
yeah, give me the Eagles. The only way they could lose this game is if somehow
it's a divisional game. There is like
it's a divisional game.
Sometimes things
If
are
the
weird.
Commanders get their running game going,
Yeah.
as well as the Bears, because that's the only thing that scares me. The Bears
Yes,
somehow got
yeah.
their weird running game
Yeah,
going.
and Debo is good at like little dump offs. I don't know if he's playing. I know he's been kind of in and out.
Debo
all
is a
season,
little dump
but-
off.
He is a
opinion.
little dump off.
Fuck
but
him.
yeah, I agree. But he's good at like little like screenplays and things like that. So maybe that beats us. But I don't.
Scary Terry.
I just really
But-
don't think that. I think Quignon's on Terry, and that's good night.
Yeah.
Terry also hasn't been 100% all season.
Yeah.
Quignon owned him when he was healthy, so
yeah.
I'm not worried about.
I'm not worried about.
Never
Not
scary
really worried about, it, but
Terry.
Something weird could
I
happen.
feel like Ertz will have a touchdown against us. That's a weird thing.
No,
I feel
that
like he
can't
just
happen.
Well, that
always
can't
has a
happen, but-
touchdown.
He just snapped his leg in half.
Oh, I did not see that.
Oh, really?
a week
Did
ago.
not see that.
Yeah, he was like
Last
part of
week.
the whole ACL tearing
You
marathon.
gotta go in our little group chat.
Don't watch it.
Instagram
It's
when I-
sad. He's mic'd up when it happened.
Yeah,
It's,
God.
it's sad.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Crying.
That's the end of his career.
Go watch it.
Probably,
Yeah, that's terrible.
except for the 1-day contract as an Eagle to
Yeah,
retire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the way he was crying, I was like, oh,
yeah.
never
It's,
Sorry, Ertz.
I don't know how you ever felt about his crying press conference when he was leaving the Eagles the first time.
makes you
Really
It's
sad.
worse than that.
Jesus.
So go watch it. please.
Don't watch it.
I'm not gonna watch that.
Sorry to
I'll
break
post
the
it.
news to
I'll
you like
be
this.
happy.
I'll post
Yeah,
it.
this is a terrible way for me to find this out. Okay, well, okay. So I guess shout out to Zach Ertz. What a career. Probably the best Eagles tight end of all time.
Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, I would say the best Eagles tight end of all time.
He's way better than LJ Smith.
Better than, yeah,
That's the bar.
yeah.
I mean, LJ Smith was supposed to be the dude. He was not.
He's way better.
Clay Harbor.
Yeah, Clay Harbor is a funny one. He's better than
Chad
Selleck.
Lewis.
He's significantly better than Chad Lewis.
Trash Lewis.
Trash Lewis.
Uh,
Anyway,
anyway.
so yeah, sorry to our viewer, but
They didn't make
but,
this far.
yeah, exactly, that's true. But yeah, I don't know, Joe. What do you think about this?
I guess nothing that hasn't been said. I don't know if Chris Rodriguez is coming back. He did miss the game last week, and that's why Bill Krosky-Merritt was able to run on the Giants. Either way, I don't care who's in that backfield. I don't think they're going to be able to establish a run.
Jordan Davis is gonna ball so.
Just the player types both of those guys are. I don't think they succeed against this defense. And then, like we said, Debo, Terry, Mariota is the guy that's like distributing the ball. I'm not worried about
Everybody,
anything on this team, which can be
Yeah.
concerning. But I mean, the line's 7 now. I probably bump it to 6.5, and I just call it a day. And it's fine. Lock up the NFC East. I said it on the Picks Pod.
Lock it up.
I do worry if we do win tomorrow that Nick gets a little crazy with sitting people. I do want to see these starters play against Buffalo because you're not going to see like real competition for a while.
yeah.
Because then like you're going back to,
And
Washington.
You're going to go straight into playoff football? Like, get out of here.
and then you're going to give us preseason or like week 1 rusty Jalen Hurts and the offense not being in sync. So don't love that.
The offense been in sync all year, other than the Raiders game.
Minnesota.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, like a few.
The second
I
half
can
of the
count on
Rams.
my hand.
Yeah, anytime they got like off script and just did their own thing, which like I don't know why that just can't be a thing in
Just
general.
let
But
Jalen go off script for
this is going to be something we talk about every week
the playoff.
until the season's over.
Sure.
Um,
Are we going to
Yeah,
talk
no,
about
anything
the
else?
trade rumors that have been surfacing about AJ?
No,
I'm not really
I don't-
interested,
Yeah,
especially since nothing can happen until the
I don't-
offseason.
yeah.
yeah, I don't think we're really.
But
I think
it's-
they're kind of.
It's there. It's not from a nobody. It's
Yeah,
from
but
Jeremy Fowler.
they would have to. The salary loss is such a. like,
Obviously, there would be less after the next year's
Just
calendar
saying.
starts.
Yeah.
There's no way Howie just does that for nothing.
I'm just saying it's been put out there that somebody who's a kind of respected
True.
guy. So
I personally think that it's kind of like
I don't want him to go,
gossip.
but
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me if he was not here next year.
Wouldn't surprise me. I don't want him to go. But
I know.
I think I would be shocked just because of the way Howie works. And I
Once you
mean,
get rid of
fleece
people,
for a few first, he might.
how he gets rid of people that annoy him,
It's also true.
aka CJGJ.
Yeah.
We've gotten nothing back from him really. If you think about it.
but I mean, the money savings over the years do add up, and like that's not the way AJ's contract's laid out.
Yeah,
So
true. All right. Well,
I just don't see it happening.
just throwing it out there.
Probably, arguably, the best wide receiver in franchise history. Does have a captaincy on his jersey.
Guess we'll know more in the offseason when we can bring that up for real.
Maybe we hire a real offensive coordinator before.
Brian Dable, let's go.
Yeah, they think about it.
Let's trade Dable for KP.
That's fine. That's fine with me.
I like it. Anyway,
So I guess if we want to move on from the Eagles, go Birds, obviously.
Go Birds. Hopefully, by the time you're watching this, we've already locked up an NFC East championship. The first back-to-back championship
Since how long?
since 2004,
There it
when the
is.
Eagles were the last team to do it.
True.
So
I graduated in 2005, so that's how long ago that was.
Yeah.
I graduated high school in 2007. So you don't have to say, Curtis. It's fine.
I graduated high school in 2017. So,
Jesus Christ.
so
Is that real?
yes, that's the year. Yeah, that's the year.
I wish I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I wish you never said that out
I
loud.
can't believe you didn't know that.
No, I knew how old you were, but hearing
Yes.
you say that makes me
Hey,
sad.
it was almost 8 years
You're
ago.
just hanging out with a bunch of old guys. What the fuck are you doing?
You know, I got a lot of things going on.
A lot of things up in the
I
air.
got a lot of things going on. I guess we can move on to the Flyers, John, if you want to jump right into there.
Sure.
All right.
Last time we talked, I knew I said we'd find out a lot about where this team is in the Eastern Conference with the upcoming games since we last recorded. I believe we were in the middle of them losing to the Golden Knights at home in overtime while the last show was going on. And I did mention the importance of the home and home series with Carolina and how well they hung with them would go a long way to see how well they would hang with teams in the East. The results, not great. They lost both games in a shootout. They didn't particularly look good in either of them. They did come back. They're on a little bit of a road stretch right now. Came back from losing in Carolina on Sunday to beat the Montreal Canadiens 4-1. Vladar looks really good. And then polar opposite, Urson looks really bad. They lost to the lowly Buffalo Sabres last night, 5-3.
Cool uniforms. The Sabres.
They were wearing really cool uniforms. I do love those. I always call them the Dominic Hasek era jerseys.
Blackout.
Our GM wore them when he played for the Sabres, so shout out Danny Briere as well. This game really turned on a really bad turnover by Travis Sanheim, unfortunately. And then there was traffic in front of the net, but Urson just doesn't seem to be an NHL caliber goalie this year. I know you like calling him Urson the Eraser when it's
Well, he's
when
erasing.
it can work, but just not
he's
happening
erasing our
right
wins
now.
now, so it's always gonna work.
He's erasing.
They finish up the road trip tomorrow in Madison Square Garden against the Rangers. We have not seen them much this year, so it would be interesting to see how that game goes. As far as like getting points, the Flyers are like the third best in the East right now. And if the season ended, they would be playing the Islanders in the first round of the playoffs. I think this team's good enough to make the playoffs. They're probably good enough to beat a team like the Islanders in a 7-game series. But I think after that, I don't know. I don't like their chances going into the East. I know every week we talk about like how far can this team go. That's probably where they are, depending on how, like I said, Vladar holds up. He hasn't played over 40 games in 7 years, so that's not promising.
Yeah.
As the number one goaltender, we'll
Is there
see.
Goaltender waiting in the wings to be.
Not really. Everyone's been traded off at this point. Kolosov as a spot starter.
Didn't we
I
have
don't-
a Russian goaltender that like?
Fedotov, we traded him to
Oh, so he's
Fedotov. Sorry
gone
for
now.
pronunciation. Traded him to the Blue Jackets before the season started, so he's just going to follow in Bobrovsky's career
Cool.
path, right?
I love when that happens.
Yeah. I actually haven't checked in on how he's doing this season, so maybe we'll have an update on that next week if I don't have anything more interesting to talk about with the Flyers. A couple other player updates before we move on from this little hockey section. We got Rasmus Ristolainen back, which is huge for the defense. I didn't think he was going to be back until the trade deadline. So even if the Flyers weren't buyers, I thought that was going to be like a really big acquisition, if you will, coming back into the defensive front. So him coming back this early, I wasn't expecting him till March, and at least that's what all the reports seem to be like. But he's our biggest bodied physical defenseman. Lower body injury, hockey has no information ever.
So it could be from here down.
Yeah.
Waist down.
Waist down. Okay.
Yes. Which speaking of the frustration on the hockey injury reporting, I did talk a couple weeks ago about, actually almost 2 weeks ago exactly, Tyson Forster having a freak upper body injury. He had just scored a goal against the Penguins and was winding up for a one-timer again and dropped a stick and ran off the ice. There wasn't much reporting on the injury over the last 2 weeks, except that they were expecting him to miss 2 to 3 months. The other day it came out that he would be having surgery. And again, no reports on what it is. Some people are
surgery on his upper body.
His upper body, that could be anywhere above your waist. He could be having a tooth. No, it was winding up a one timer and just tried to take the shot. I don't know if he like missed too deep and like something happened. The PHLY Flyers podcast is currently joking about it being a hockey Tommy John because we have no idea what's happening. So that's what I'm just going to call it for now as well. I guess the concern is that like any surgery is inherently like
not good.
Forced damage on your body, and it just seems to like cut career shorter, obviously. So these players try to avoid going under the knife if they don't have to. And this was like on the verge of being Tyson Forster's breakout season that we've kind of been waiting for 2 years, because all we've heard about was his shot being so pretty, and it looked like everything was being fulfilled this season with him growing into being a nice little top 6 player. So it sucks to see that for those reasons. There were a lot of rumors about him being traded, which I think Danny just wants to see him grow. And then obviously this is going to throw a wrench in everything that's going on there. And I guess just some speculation stuff. We currently are using a forward we called up from the Phantoms. His name's Carl Grunstrom. He's a 28-year-old forward. The Sharks thought so lowly of him. We were trying to dump Ryan Ellis. I don't know if you guys know that name.
I know the name.
We signed him like 4 years ago, and he's never played a game. He used to be like an outstanding defenseman, but just not able to get on the ice. So basically, it's kind of like a salary dump. We were trying to get him off the books, and the Sharks thought so lowly of Carl Grunstrom that they were like, yeah, we will take Ryan Ellis's money if you just take this guy off our hands.
Yikes.
He's looked like a nice little player so far. I mean, 20 years old. I don't think he's going to like have this miraculous NHL awakening right now.
So he's not going to be the Chris Coast of the Flyers.
No. I mean, so far he's played in 7 games. He has 4 points, so he is contributing. But I think there's like other guys. I think I sent you Denver Barkey kicking up a long pass to Alex Bump, who I said Alex Bump could be your guy because he went to Western Michigan. Just if you want to have any interest in like young prospects, I would rather see Alex Bump come up and see what we have in like a 21-year-old guy versus like a 28-year-old guy that we just took just because. It's nice that he's being productive right now. And like, sorry, you didn't live up to being like a 2nd-round pick in the NHL, man. But rather see what the Flyers have for the future, especially if we're not going to have Forster or any of that upside there. So if Alex Bump could get up sooner rather than later, that is what I'm personally looking for. That's about all I have for the Flyers now. Depending on when we record, like I said, we play the Rangers tomorrow. If we record Sunday night, will be before we play Vancouver, which would be Tocchet playing against his old team in Philadelphia. And then we go off to Chicago the very next day. And then we have a 4-day break over the holiday. Any questions for anything Flyers related right now, guys?
Are we going to acknowledge the radio broadcast?
All right. So fun little snafu.
I should have just had that clip ready to go.
We can.
Yeah, I mean, we can move on. Tim Saunders, not the guy I would expect to ever do anything like that. He's been in the radio booth as long as I can remember.
He made a funny joke when he thought he was off the air.
It's now gotten national attention, and I know a lot of people have said, I don't know shit about the Flyers, obviously, but a lot of people have said, like, what a terrible PR decision. Like, you took what could have just been a funny thing that you like just ignored and pretend like didn't happen
Right.
or whatever, and you've now made it a national media scandal. So just classic Philadelphia.
I just think
ridiculousness. So funny in my opinion. I
feel like if
as
it was
long
a
as it's
female,
his
if it was a
boy,
female,
It wouldn't be
sure.
yes.
And
But
it
like the way everyone reacted, I think it was a male producer
Yes.
who was probably playing with like wires or something.
yeah,
Going
He
into
probably
a
went
commercial
under-
Someone he
break.
was
under the
close with.
desk,
that-
Right.
Yeah.
plug
It'd be like
something
if
in
I
or
said this to
unplug
you at
something.
work. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Like you guys don't know what we say to each other in the cool.
Yes.
Like,
Exactly.
but yeah, I mean, my favorite part is just like the guy off
Because we're still
just
there.
being like, Tim, we're on the air.
And him
And it's
laughing.
just silent. Well, no, he laughs.
He
He's
goes,
like,
no, we're not.
why don't you
Are
blow
we?
me while you're down there? So like it sounded like there was enough of a pause. It sounded like whoever it was reacted,
Yeah.
and they was just like, oh, let's get on with this game.
And then the dude was like, we're still there. And he goes, no, we're not. Are we? And then it's like,
Yes.
that's funny.
So Saunders, good for you. 2-game suspension, totally worth it.
Have a
You think
nice
that's all it's gonna
holiday.
be, or you think it's
weekend.
gonna be something bigger than that?
Nah, it's
Nah, I think that's just gonna be it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I-
they already probably regret like making it a big.
They didn't
deal.
have to make this whole big statement about it either. They could have quietly done the 2-game
Right.
suspension.
They did.
It does suck. He gets he gets a long weekend, but then he has to go out to Chicago to do the game.
But then they made
on the
Flyers
23rd.
make this whole post that he doesn't reflect our value. Shut up.
Yeah, I know.
You
It's
don't have
also,
to say
like,
this.
funny.
Like, just be like, oh, this guy said something on the air. Shouldn't
Yeah,
have said.
say our
So he's
radio
gonna be gone for 2 games.
broadcaster said something inappropriate. We're sorry. He'll be gone for 2 games. Not like it doesn't
Don't have to
reflect
make
our
this
value.
big
It's not a
emotional statement.
It's not some
Everybody knows you're bullshitting anyway.
true.
One of my buddies did text me that it was Jim Jackson though, and I was like, no fucking way. But then I was like, we're not even on Comcast tonight, guys. Like, I'm sorry, it's NBC Sports Philly. I'm
It's always
old.
Comcast to
I'm
me.
old.
It's always Comcast.
It's like how we just beat Oakland.
Comcast
Yeah,
Sportsnet,
true.
baby.
San Diego Chargers.
So yeah, Tim Saunders, goat.
True.
I'll be happy to hear you the
Shout
next
out.
time I'm in between places listening to the game.
Sounds good.
I guess with that being said, we'll kick over to the Sixers, who did not
No.
win the NBA Cup, and I'm still mad.
They did not win the NBA Cup. They had a bunch of days off over the last like 3 weeks. I believe I'm not going to do the math right now on air, but
Math is hard.
yeah, it is hard. But they have not played a lot of games. We have 3 games in particular to talk about since we last talked. The Sixers are currently sitting at 15-11. They are tied for 4th in the Eastern Conference, I believe, as of right now. Yes, they're still tied for 4th. They had a win against the Pacers. It was a good win against the reigning Eastern Conference champions. Neither team had their Tyrese. Tyrese Halliburton is out for the entire season with the ACL injury Achilles, I believe, that he tore in the finals. And then Tyrese Maxey was out with an illness for both the Pacers and then the Hawks game. Embiid and Paul George had great games. Paul George had back-to-back over 20-point games when Maxey was out. So maybe he is like, that's his role. When our superstar's out, we can step up and maybe try to do something. We won against the Pacers. So that's really good. VJ had 22. I think he continues to impress. I don't know. Cooper Flag probably will be the rookie of the year.
Wait, he's got all the hype too.
Yeah, he's got all the hype. He's the number 1 overall pick. He's a really young rookie. Like, he's like 20 or something still. Cooper Flag recently became the youngest player to score 40 all time. So Cooper's probably going to be the rookie of the year, but VJ is clearly the 2nd best player in this draft class, if not the best. But we'll see how each one of their careers pans out. Moving on to the Hawks game. We lost again to the Hawks in a close game. Paul George had 35 points. Edgecombe had 26, and Embiid had 22. Maxey was sick, But again, our guys stepped
Was
up.
he sick or was he sick?
He was sick,
Okay.
unfortunately. He had an illness, and then I guess he passed it around because Embiid was out, I think, with an illness against the Knicks. But either way, the guy stepped up when Maxey was out. Maxey currently is 3rd in the league in points per game, 10th in assists per game, and 6th in steals per game. So he's on pace to be an all-NBA player. He's definitely going to be an all-star, obviously. And he is one of the best players in the Eastern Conference, if not the best.
And he's still very young.
And he's still
For
very
the amount of
young.
years
He's been in the league for, I believe,
5?
this is his 6th year, I
years?
believe. So, yeah, and he's 26, 25, somewhere around there because he was a one and done at Kentucky. But yeah, he's amazing, and we just need to find the best possible people to put around him. And if Embiid's gonna have good games and Paul George is gonna play well, like that's just adds to that. Obviously, Edgecombe, the rookie, is amazing. So, moving on to the most important of the 3 games that we just played, we beat the Knicks tonight. Well, at this point, yesterday night, but
The NBA Cup champions.
Yeah, true. NBA Cup champion Knicks and the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference right now, Knicks. Andre Drummond hit a few threes. He looked very comfortable taking them.
That's weird.
Yeah, right. He's been taking threes this year, and he looks comfortable taking them. Like, he missed one, which honestly, the fact that he's taking some that are contested is crazy. Like, taking a wide open one, I understand, but some of them he was taking, and I was like, okay. They like to run the Twin Towers, what they call in the NBA, the Twin Towers thing, where you have 2 really big guys, which doesn't often work because you get outran a lot. But the Knicks, the Knicks do, not the Sixers. So they had Karl Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson out there for a while, who were both 7 feet tall and kind of slow. We took advantage. Maxi's first game back after being sick. He had a great game. I don't know. The Sixers look great. I'm really excited for them.
They're entertaining to watch.
Yeah,
anything.
They're fun. They run. They give maximum effort, and I just think that even the 2 old guys have been balling out recently. So
Maximum effort.
Yeah, true, maximum effort. But
I hate myself. Sorry.
No, Tyrese is Tyrese sets the tone, and he set the tone when he called out Embiid as I believe a rookie or a sophomore in the NBA. He called out Embiid for loafing. So I have nothing but good things to say about Tyrese Maxey. He's my favorite player in the NBA right now, frankly. I mean, Embiid is up there too, but go Sixers. I think our next game is against the Mavericks, I think. Yes, the Mavericks tomorrow/today, Saturday at 7 o'clock. And then we play on Tuesday, December 23rd at 7 o'clock as well. So we will most likely have a podcast in between there. So we can talk about the Dallas game whenever the next podcast is. As I said, go Sixers. And that's all I really have on that.
Nice.
I guess I could jump right into Pitt and transition pretty quickly. I do have a big thing to say.
Do you want to run through Phillies first?
Yeah, we could
Yeah,
just
we
go
can Phillies,
quick.
yeah.
Does some stuff happen?
Yeah,
Philly's been busy.
They have.
Our guy, ass-eating Matt Strum, is gone.
Thank you for your service.
That's all I wanted to say
Goodbye.
about that.
Farewell, Captain.
So I guess since we last recorded in chronological order, it seems that we signed what will be Nick Castellanos' replacement. We've agreed to a 1-year deal with Adolis Garcia, 1 year for $10 million. Magi's going to be in right field. His defense is a lot better than Nick's. At the plate, probably about the same thing we're going to get from Nick. I don't really know his batting profile. I don't know if he's going to swing it low and away.
Yeah, low and the right. Gonna do that.
His power numbers were down last year, but in 2023, when the Rangers went to the World Series, he had 39 home runs and 107 RBIs in the regular.
Finishing regular, guys.
He said it again today.
Okay.
Sorry, you can cut this if you have to, but
Can we talk about it for a second?
he was just talking about he was like, "What about all these Phillies moves?" I was like, "I don't know, man. I've been at work. I haven't had the time to look into some of these guys, and I don't know all these relief pitchers off the top of my head, man." And he's like, "Yeah," and whatever. And then I made a joke about we'll talk about Brad Keller in a second, but I was like, "Yeah, I heard that they had him come in and field 25 bunts and make sure he could throw to first base." And then he's like, "It wasn't Kirk Ring's fault. Blah 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 blah. If they do this and this, they win in regular and they don't even go to overtime." I was
He doesn't know how to
they
say the
don't
word
call
regulation.
they don't call it overtime in baseball, my man. But okay, cool. But yeah, regular.
Extra.
They would have won. They would have won in regular. If they scored more runs, guys, they would have won in regular.
That's true. That is how that works.
Come on, guys.
I'm fine if you leave this in the podcast,
No,
but
we don't leave it.
No, we
Come
should-
on, guys. Finish some regular.
Probably cut it out. But either way,
so
He's never gonna find this. He can't order tickets online.
that's true. Phillies.
Yeah, sorry.
Garcia, the year the Rangers went to the World Series, great power numbers. His OPS was over 860, 39 home runs, 107 RBIs, like I said, and another 8 home runs during that postseason. I think you're probably looking at a guy 25 home runs, maybe 30 to 40 doubles a season.
I like that.
And then I think that's fine for the added defense you get in right field. And that I would assume that means Bryce is going to stay at first, and they're not going to explore him playing right at all. Moving
I don't think
on,
Bryce wants to play right either.
he offered to do it. I don't
Sure.
know if
I don't think
he
mad at
wanted
them.
a reunion with Hoskins. I think you can still sign Hoskins and put him in left field, frankly. But
Didn't we try that?
I mean,
Or was
left
that Darren
field's gonna be
Ruff?
left
It was one of
field.
them.
Darren Ruff was out there too.
That was rough.
Man, that was a long time ago. Maybe you should think about Cameron Rupp, but he was a catcher. Anyway, so Brad Keller, as we talked about, he was the next big transaction this week for the Phillies. He is a right-handed relief pitcher. He agreed to a 2-year, $22 million contract. Baseball contracts are crazy. He's been in the league for 8 years. He's bounced around from anything from a starter to a closer. He has 2 complete games in his career. I think we're totally away from that being the plan for him.
Yeah.
One career shutout as well, and then has 5 saves. So I don't think he'll be in that, but at least he's been in that position before.
We still have the Durantula.
2 more years, I believe.
Okay, cool.
Or 1 year and then team option.
Something like that. Sounds right.
Brad Keller, again, I didn't know a lot about him, but when I started to look into him, he kind of seemed too good to be true. I feel like the Phillies are always signing these relief pitchers that used to be great, and then it's a reclamation project of we'll get them back on track, and the results are mixed.
Mixed is a nice way to put it.
But in 2024, his ERA between 2 teams was floating around 5.4. Last year for Chicago, his ERA was 2.07 in 68 appearances. And if you even cut that down even to closer, the most recent time frame, after the All-Star break last year, he was in 27 2/3 innings, had 25 strikeouts, only 1 earned run. So his ERA was 0.33 in the second half of last season. So
Nice.
maybe getting overly excited about this guy when I shouldn't. But the numbers look promising coming into the season, and hopefully builds off what he found in Chicago last year. As of today, I was working all day, so sorry I don't know all of these guys. Woke up to the news, like Josh said, Matt Strahm was traded to the Kansas City Royals. Rest in peace, ass eater.
Eating ass in a whole different city now.
And hopefully you keep collecting your sports cards and someone puts you on TV for it, because I'm sure someone enjoyed that programming during rain delays. But so we sent him out for a right-handed pitcher, Jonathan Bolin, who
I know nothing about.
Quick glance at his baseball reference page is not super exciting. Career ERA of 4.32, has exactly 50 innings pitched in his career, 52 strikeouts. So at least he's getting over a strikeout per inning pitched. So must have some stuff to make hitters miss. We'll have to look into what happened in 2024. Only appeared in 1 game. His ERA was 13.5. So I don't know if he got injured or they sent him back down for the following season. But yeah, he's going to be another righty coming out of the bullpen. And then we traded a center fielder that no one's ever heard of, but one person we know will probably come in tomorrow and tell us how he was the future of the center field position, even though he's never reached above single A. Actually, this guy, Avery Awusu Asidu.
Wow, nice. Good job.
6'4", 240. That's a big boy playing center field. So maybe we'll see him at some point. But yeah, again, never advanced above single A, so I'm not going to get too upset about this. And then this got us Kyle Backus from the Arizona Diamondbacks. This is going to be our lefty going back into the bullpen. I assume to replace Matt Strahm. He only has 1 year of major league production. He showed up in 32 games, had an ERA of 4.62, gave up 3 home runs. All of those numbers scream Matt Strahm to me. 2 saves along those lines. We are going to have Alvarado back, which I keep forgetting about.
And more steroids and drugs.
Well,
and all that
coffee, man.
Coffee.
All that coffee that's helping him lose weight. So, I imagine this guy's going to fill more of what Matt Strahm was doing. And then I think Duran and Alvarado will be the guys who shut the door at the end of the game. Obviously, a lot more baseball signings to happen before February. But it is interesting that Dave was so busy this week and today specifically.
Busy doing a lot of nothing, though.
I like the Garcia signing. I like the Keller signing. Everything that happened today,
The pitchers,
that's
it seems
going
like
to be what
they're
it is.
getting younger
Status quo, pretty much. They're just replacing what they had.
with younger people.
You had a guy like Jeff Hoffman in your bullpen, but you know what? He just lost the World Series, so thank God we got rid of him.
You always wanted though.
So that's pretty much what the Phillies have been up to this week. Maybe we'll have something exciting to talk about next week with them. I don't have anything Penn State related to talk about really, so let's kick it over to Pitt.
You actually may have something Penn State related to talk about, but Pitt is obviously playing Eastern Carolina.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, or East Carolina. Sorry, not Eastern Carolina, but
When's that game?
It's the 27th, so it's next Saturday.
Same day as ours.
Yeah, it's at 11 a.m.
The Bad Boys Mad Mowers Bowl.
Yeah, it's going to be the some sort of military. I forget what it is. I should know what it is, but it's going to be a good game, I guess. I don't know. I'm excited for next year. It looks like Mason Heinschel is going to stay, from what I've
Nice.
seen.
Congratulations.
Nothing has been announced yet officially, but he took an internship in Pittsburgh, so for the summer. So I feel like that's kind of a telling thing. Like I would imagine he's from Ohio, he's not from Pittsburgh, so I would imagine that's kind of a he's not transferring to Duquesne. So Pitt basketball actually plays Penn State basketball tomorrow at noon. I would imagine that Pitt basketball would theoretically want to beat Penn State basketball. We have been obviously
I
historically
think that's
better.
what teams try to do.
Well, but I mean, in terms of historical, we have historically been a better basketball team, but we are currently 17th in the ACC.
Oh,
So that's kind of what I was getting at is I don't know if we will. We want to beat them, obviously, and we think that we should beat them in basketball, but I do not think that we will.
Pitt basketball sounds like shit basketball.
This year, it looks like it. I think that it's time to get rid of the coach. I know that I said that about Narduzzi, but I think that losing to Hofstra, losing to Quinnipiac, I know they beat Binghamton by 40. That was impressive, but it's like, I don't know. I just think, we lost to West Virginia by like 25, something like that. Like, I don't know. I think it's time for a change. I don't think he was Krzyzewski's, Coach K's, whatever, real runner-up or whatever. But anyway, his Robin. But anyway, Pitt basketball, we'll see. Should be a fun game. We'll see, who ends up winning. It's early tomorrow. I think it's at like noon. So
We are, but I don't.
yeah.
No
Over
faith in
Pitt,
that.
But I have no faith in Pitt basketball. So it seems like both of us are just, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's all I got about Pitt sports. Pitt volleyball lost. It was kind of sad, but
Sorry.
yeah, I'm not a huge follower of the volleyball. So
Actually, I do have one Penn State thing to bring up, but I think I don't want to get my hopes too high
Yeah, do it.
because heartbreak.
Have all the hope.
It
man.
just fell. Okay. All right. So we had this quarterback behind Drew Aller named Bo Pribula. He was fun as fuck.
Mizzou man.
He helped us beat Michigan State when Aller was still starting 2 years ago. Came in when Aller got injured, helped finish out the game. Entered the transfer portal because obviously Aller was staying for his senior season. Went to Mizzou, had that team undefeated until they played Vanderbilt. He got hurt, and then they lost to Vandy in that game. He is foregoing Mizzou's bowl game to enter the transfer portal. I don't want to get my hopes up that his goal is to come back to Penn State, but he grew up in York, and his dream as a kid was always to go to Penn State. James Franklin always lauded his decision to leave to find more playing time last year, since he was leaving his dream school to
Ooh, uh-oh.
Well, so this is the problem.
Yeah.
There is an opening where he could come back to Penn State and just be the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know how he feels about Matt Campbell, but I also don't know how he feels about James Franklin. So I don't know if he's looking to go to Virginia Tech
Yeah.
or if he just bring him home. Just bring him home. But dude, this would fix a lot of things because I don't think Gruckenmeyer's ready. Redshirt freshman still.
Yeah.
Bo Pribula could come back, jump it right back into that offense. I know it's going to be a lot of changes, but I just think
It's not going to be the same offense, is it?
that's what I'm saying. Fresh start at your dream school. You're back home.
Yeah.
York's 45 minutes away. So while no news to really report besides the fact that he is going back into the transfer portal, and this is everything I hate about college football, but I can also love this about college football if this works
Yeah.
So yeah, just something to keep an eye on, and I'm sure we will be reporting on. I will be reporting on this in the future, unless he goes to Pitt. But why would
I
he
don't know
do
how
that?
that would work with Heinschel. Let's see. I mean, I'd be very excited, but I'm a Heinschel guy.
Yeah, I feel like that makes
He's a true
Curtis
freshman?
angry.
Yes, he's 18.
Perbula is going into his senior year.
So that would make, but Heinschel is a starter.
Right.
Yeah, like he's gonna.
Don't make Curtis angry right now.
No, not angry.
Perbula's the man, dude.
Yeah, Purple's
Okay.
he's really good.
Okay.
Like if he transferred to Pitt, I'd be like, holy, yeah.
Okay.
I'd be very excited. He's really good. But anyway, I don't think that's gonna be happening. Maybe he's transferring to York College. But yeah,
Blue
I guess
chip
that
JUCO
wraps up
place.
our yeah, true. I guess that wraps up this week's main pod for the Friends app.
The main thing was
Yeah,
the main
that
thing.
That was a pretty quick one. 41 minutes,
Main thing,
30
yeah.
some seconds. So
The Eagles play in 14 hours.
yeah, what is it? 5 something?
5. Yeah.
All right, I'll have the podcast up before 5. I was gonna say I'll go home and do it, but that's probably not gonna happen. I'm probably gonna go to sleep. I'll wake up
As one does.
fairly early and get it knocked out. There's not much to cut, if anything. So enjoy, guys, when I get this up, and
Thank you
Ready to
to
go?
those who watched.
please, thank you to watch. Thank you to watch. Thank you for
Thank you
watching.
to watch. What are you doing?
I would like to thank you for watching the YouTube video and Spotify video, or listening to us on Apple. Again, find us on Instagram, X, Twitter, Friendzone Pod, PHRIENDZONEPOD. I'm not singing the song for the 3rd time tonight. You get it. So click on it, do it. Give us love. We'll love you back. Later, dickheads.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Peace.